Hello, I'm Tim Wildman with Ed Tagliano. Abraham Hamilton III took his first vacation day for Reason and Company for
First of 2020.
2020. Ed, we have a letter here from Chick-fil-A. Dan Cathy, the CEO, was nice enough to write us back. We had 106,000 people sign our petition.
116 actually.
116,000 people, which represents families, asking Chick-fil-A for clarification. What's going on at the company? Because they are abandoning, in our view, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes and Salvation Army in terms of their funding for those organizations, and going to find other groups to fund. And what's going on here?
Well, and you sent a personal letter to Dan Cathy asking for clarification because the evangelical world, I think, was stunned when this happened because Fellowship of Christian Athletes and the Salvation Army have been hammered for years because they will not submit to a homosexual definition of human sexuality, marriage, and family. The fact that Chick-fil-A was funding them through their foundation brought Chick-fil-A under the microscope. They were criticized by homosexual groups for funding hate.
They were a hate restaurant chain.
That's right. Hateful,
we're a hate group.
Hateful chicken, I guess.
Yes.
So the evangelical world was kind of shocked when Chick-fil-A stopped funding these Christian groups. So we asked clarification from Dan Cathy, and here are the two things we wanted to know. Number one, are you going to say that you did not stop funding Fellowship of Christian Athletes and Salvation Army because you believe they're hate groups? And number two, would you consider, and publicly state that you would consider funding them again should you come back around and have to make those kinds of funding decisions? Dan Cathy's letter reestablishes the company's commitment to Christian values, but he did say we inadvertently discredited two outstanding organizations, talking about Fellowship of Christian Athletes and Salvation Army. We were happy for that clarification. I think that is meaningful for evangelicals to hear that from Dan Cathy. We don't give the company a free pass because one of the groups they funded instead of those two Christian groups is Covenant House, which is a Catholic organization and ministry that reaches out and helps teenagers who are in crisis, who are homeless. We applaud that kind of ministry. We have no problem with the fact that Covenant House houses and helps homosexual teens who are in trouble. That is laudable. But Covenant House is an affirming ministry. They appeared in the New York City Gay Pride Parade. So to us, it's clear that Covenant House, and that's not the only thing that they do, does not have a biblical view of human sexuality. So we're going to continue to watch what Chick-fil-A does in terms of funding in the future.
Yes. If you want to read this two-page letter from Dan Cathy to me, then just go to afa.net, afa.net. We posted it there. We will continue to monitor and watch what Chick-fil-A does. Nobody's called for a boycott that I'm aware of. We wouldn't want to do that, but we do want Chick-fil-A to stay on the right path, or in this case, get back on the right path. We'll see you next time on Reason and Company.